Hey beautiful soul, I'm Kate Mantello, the author of Rock On and the founder and CEO of Evolve Healing Institute, a global world-class training institute for crystal and energy healing practitioners. On my channel, you'll learn powerful and proven crystal and energy healing techniques that will take you far beyond any of the usual and generic information you'll find on Google or from a book. That's because I practice what I preach, and everything here comes from decades of personal and professional experience in my own healing room. Enjoy the video. Manifestation is very real, and I prefer to think of it as really just understanding the law of energetics. So the key to successful manifestation is understanding that everything in existence obeys the same laws of energy. Everything is made up of energy in its highest to its lowest frequency and expression. In its highest expression, everything in reality, we can't even see it or touch it because it vibrates at such a high frequency it transcends physicality. In its lowest form, it's physical, it's dense, we can touch it, we can hold it. Everything obeys the same laws of energy, the universal laws of energy. And so once we begin to understand these, we understand that if the law of energy applies to something on the highest vibrational realm, then it also applies to things on the lowest vibrational realm, because it's all just an expression of energy, just to a different level on the scale, but it's the same thing. So something on this end of the scale must respond in the same way on this end of the scale, right? Once we understand that, our whole world of understanding of what is and isn't possible opens up. So when we're learning about manifestation and the law of attraction, I think there's a little bit of a misconception out there that all we need to do is be able to powerfully visualize. This is important. Visualization is very important. And what this means is to be able to, in your mind's eye, really see what it is that you want to manifest. If it's your dream home, you can see it with your clarity. The picket fence, the red door, the shutters on the windows, the ocean in the background, whatever the vision is for you. So visualization is very important. So is making vision boards as well. Because what we see is reflected back to us. It's like a mirror. Every time we see it, it bounces the image back into our mind and reminds our subconscious what it is that we want. But visualization on its own is not enough for successful and fast manifestation. The real key to successful manifestation is being able to feel as though you already have that which you want to manifest before you have it. And that's actually harder than visualization. It's really hard to feel absolutely abundantly wealthy when you're struggling to pay the rent, your bank balance is in negative, and you've got bills an inch high sitting on your desk to pay, right? It's hard. It's hard to go from that state and genuinely feel wealthy. But if you can, that's where the successful manifestation happens. And at an earlier masterclass, we talked about gratitude. Gratitude plays a part in this, because even though you might have bills mounting up all over the place and you're feeling very much stuck in a space of financial scarcity, although it might be hard for you to imagine and truly feel what it would be like to have $10 million in your bank account, what you can feel is gratitude for what you have. And that's like the gateway to being able to feel this state that you would feel if you had what you wanted in your life. So instead of focusing on the bills and that sense of stress and scarcity, you can focus on feeling grateful for all the material things you have. Feel grateful for this cozy couch you're sitting on, the comfortable bed, the food in your fridge. You may not have the money to buy a big house or your dream house, but you've got all this beautiful, abundant food in your fridge. Your children are clothed. And once you start feeling grateful for those material things, then this starts to embody that feeling of wealth. Hey, I'm actually wealthier than what I realized. Gee, compared to someone who is homeless and maybe living on the street, or a beggar in India who lives in a cardboard box, I am immeasurably wealthy. I am abundant, I am rich, I am so wealthy. And you can actually start embodying that state of wealth, which then leads you into this feeling of genuine wealth. And this is what people who are genuinely wealthy feel. They feel abundant, they feel like they have plenty in their lives. So the key here to real successful manifestation is being able to feel as though you already have that which you desire. If you're trying to manifest more opportunity, for example, but in order to be able to get that opportunity, you need to be able to speak up more powerfully. You need to be able to be confident and feel worthy inside yourself so people pay you attention to give you these opportunities. Then you need to find it within yourself to start faking it until you make it. You need to start finding ways to embody this feeling of confidence and self-worth, and I'm absolutely worthy of these opportunities before the opportunities can find you. Because I've said this before and I'm going to say it again because this is so important to understand. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe and what your energetic state is. If your energetic state is one of lack and scarcity and low self-worth and negativity, then that is exactly what you are going to keep attracting. In order to manifest anything in life, you have to change your energetic state first. You have to level up your frequency. You have to start feeling wealthy, successful, happy with what you've got, positive no matter what is going on in your life. And then you will start magnetizing more positivity, more opportunity, people in your life that hold the key to knowledge that you need or can provide an unexpected opportunity or connection for you. Working with the law of attraction really isn't as difficult as what it sounds. The difficulty isn't understanding how the law works or how energetics works, because it makes sense, right? If you're a positive, joyful, grateful person, then other positive, joyful, grateful people and opportunities will be magnetized to you. No one wants to spend time with someone who's negative and complaining all the time. That part's not the hard part. The hard part is being able to embody this feeling of having what you want before you have it. But it's not impossible. You can do it, and gratitude is the key to doing that. Something important to remember when you're working with the law of attraction or manifestation is that you don't need to know how this outcome is going to manifest. In fact, if we try and think too much about all the steps that it's going to take to get to where we want to go, that can actually work against us rather than for us, because that engages the conscious mind too much and we get too busy planning and plotting, which really isn't our area of expertise. Leave that to the professionals, to God, Spirit, universe. We don't understand the intricate weavings of the universe. We don't know the butterfly effect. We don't know how that one little action is going to trigger a million other actions over there. We just know what it is that we want. So let's just focus on that, right? Leave all of the other things up to the higher powers that know more about it than what we do. All we need to do at this point is just take the first step. We have to do something. We can't just say, I want to achieve this, I'm going to sit back here and wait for it to happen. It doesn't work that way. That's setting an intention, but it's not putting it into action. It's not setting a new habit. It's not taking it out of the energetic world and putting it into the physical world. You have to do something, but you don't need to know from the onset every little tiny step or thing that you need to do to get there. Often, when we manifest something, it can be just a total random stroke of luck or fortune that leads us there. A chance meeting with someone on the street, a random email that we may receive. We don't know how this is going to manifest for us, but what we can do is just have faith that it will. We can keep working on feeling like we've already got it. We can take that first step to show the universe or God or spirit that we mean business. We are prepared to do the work. If the universe presents us or shows us a step in a direction or a door of opportunity, we are willing to walk through it. We are willing to say yes and meet that opportunity with action. Because this is really important to remember, right? When you're feeling stuck and you are where you are now, it's not a great place, and you want to be all the way over here, which is opportunity, synchronicity, results. There's a big important step in the middle of those two things between stuck and synchronicity, and that is opportunity. This is a truth. Opportunity very, very rarely, if ever, just floats around and lands in your lap. You have to meet opportunity halfway. You have to prove to the energetics, to the universe, to the higher powers that you are willing to do the work to get to where you want to go. You're not just going to sit there and do nothing. Nothing in nature abides by those laws. Everything in nature is an energetic exchange. So if you think that you're going to sit on your bum, put out the intentions, but actually do nothing to manifest them, that your dream life's going to find you, it's not going to happen. Sorry to be the bearer of some very blunt news there, but you have to do something, and often that means getting uncomfortable. Often that means taking a financial risk, stretching yourself a little bit to do that course or attend that masterclass or do something that's going to help give you the knowledge that you need. It might mean getting uncomfortable because you might need to change your diet or work out. It might mean getting uncomfortable because you have to break up with somebody, a friend or a partner who's really non-serving and is going to hold you back from getting to where you want to be. That's uncomfortable. So this opportunity isn't always rosy and comfortable. In fact, it very seldom is rosy and comfortable. Opportunity often masks itself as a challenge, actually. So if you want to get to where you are, you have to show that you're willing to get uncomfortable and meet challenge halfway. And that will help you get from stuck to synchronicity and tells the universe that you mean business. And then once that first big step is taken, then another opportunity will present itself, and then another and another. And the more you say yes, and the more you show up, and the more determined you are and show that determination through your actions, the closer you will get to being where you want to be. But before any of that can happen, we have to get the first step right. And the first step is being able to really embody and feel what it is to have what we want before we have it. So whatever your goal is, whether it's to be healthier, spend some time every day in meditation. Feel in your body what it would feel like to be healthy, to be without pain, to be without suffering. Just feel what that feels like. Embody it, visualize it, imagine it. If you want a new career, imagine what it would be like to be in that career that you desire, and feel the happiness and the fulfillment that you feel every day. Feel it with your body, feel it with your heart and your emotions. All it takes is 5 to 10 minutes of closing your eyes and just losing yourself in this imaginary, for now, but not always, it will happen, this imaginary world of having what it is that you want. Because mind leads, body follows. If you can convince your mind and your heart that you already have this, your body will follow, and then that sets the domino effect for it to manifest in the physical reality. I've used this law many times to manifest things that I want. I manifested a publishing contract for my first book. I manifested finding our dream home. I've manifested building a business and finding my dream business mentor. And I promise you, if you are able to master these skills, if you are able to sit every day in the feeling of success and abundance and health and joy, there is nothing in this world that you can't manifest.